This map is called the Canals. It was ported over to Gary's mod from the famous beta recreation mod called Cremation. I'll review that mod on the channel someday, but what I really liked about the mod was its heavy use of single-tone atmosphere in most of its maps. Case in point, this version of the Canals. Now, I understand if some people don't like this type of tone mapping in a game, but I personally find it endearing, especially when used for cut Half-Life 2 maps. It sort of further solidifies the dark and gritty atmosphere found in the concept art for the game. And also it reminds me of late 2000s FPS games, you know, the ones that were all brown. Anyway, this layout of the Canals was found in the leaked beta maps, but what Cremation does is give it a very heavy makeover, a different skybox, additional details like props and decals, and of course, a substantial amount of golden brown environment lighting. This version of the Canals is basically what would have been the original root canal in an earlier draft of the game, and I kind of find it interesting how different it is from the final game. This escape from the Combine through the canal scenario was always present, dating as far as back as 2001. Before that, I have no clue what events would have transpired after Gordon's arrival in City 17. But back to the main topic at hand. The environment lighting, well, that's the Hammer map editor term for it. You can call it the atmospheric lighting or the tone mapping, or just simply call it the mood. Singular color tones can be very effective in media like games or movies, and one example I can think of right now is the director's cut and the final cut of the original Blade Runner. While the director's cut felt more natural, the final cut has this teal-colored atmosphere that remains throughout the movie. That teal color represents isolation, loneliness, and melancholy. Similarly, this atmosphere, for me at least, represents totalism, oppression, and bleakness. While it's not the color on its own that does this, it's the mixture between the backdrop and the color on top of it. The towering citadel, the destroyed surroundings, and the desolate wastelands. It all combines with the singular tone atmosphere to evoke a sense of defeatism in us. Had it only been a clear sky and some land to walk on, maybe this atmosphere would have evoked a sense of joy or warmth, as warm colors do, but that's not the case in this scenario. To further give you examples of this idea, I did some editing on the footage you're watching and tried to evoke different emotions through different colors. Red for violence, danger, anger. Orange for warmth, happiness, and youth. Green for ominous, darkness, and corruption. And purple for fantasy, ethereal, and mystical. And like that guy from McDonald's. Finally, I gave a shot at trying to naturalize the whole color balancing, but I don't know if it worked or not. I'm not a good editor. In your work, color can be a very powerful tool for providing a very specific atmosphere. Color theory is important in any media. While I won't suggest you to do something like this in your maps, as this is a bit strong, making subtle changes to the tone mapping or the environment lighting in the map editor can go a long way. And that's pretty much it that I had to say for this video. Now I know most of my viewers like longer videos from me, and I'm gonna do a few of these little ones first to get my mental cranks running. Almost after a month of inactivity, I've gotten a little rusty. So, thanks for watching. And a big thanks to these benefactors for supporting the channel. Unusual, Taylor, Spike the Shark Dragon, NoClick, Gmod, Fisher Grice, Klaus, TTG, Lambdry, Hawk Assault, Mistress Paban, Alien Grunt, Mark Jellen, A Normal Street Lamp, T-Boy301, TRR Droid, The Hazardous Memer, and Bipolit. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.